I want you to tell me the very first things that you see or the very first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you. Tell me, what do you see in this new space?
Mm. Right now, it's just floaty blackness.
Okay.
But just like a second ago, there was like a flash. This little girl just like flashed through me for a second. It was
Okay.
interesting.
Let's get back to that little girl. Just sending you extra source healing in the memory part of your brain, just to untangle it gently and just bring that memory back of that little girl. Were you able to see her hair?
Yeah, before I now I'm remembering what I saw, but I don't see it now.
Okay, let's just
It was very
remember it.
clear actually.
Okay,
Um,
what color was her hair?
she had a ponytail. It was dark hair, and it was like very curly, almost crimped.
Hmm.
And I think she was like Asian. She had that look.
Okay,
Very pretty. Young girl, maybe like 9 years old.
okay, okay. And what was she doing?
I don't know, she was just running. She came from like the right side and
Mhm.
like ran right through me. It was
Okay.
really interesting, but it was just a flash.
Okay, okay. Let us wonder about this little girl. Let us just sit and wonder about who she may have been and why she showed up.
Mm.
How did the energy around her feel? Was she scared? Was she playing?
No, she was playful. She wasn't scared.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see if we can get back that memory and just bring her back. Let's try it again. You are now in the life of the little girl you just saw. Do you see anything else? Is anything else coming through?
But I think I'm straining a little bit because
Oh, we
I'm
don't strain.
trying. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
we
gonna
don't want to strain. So more source healing, more healing to you. And what I want you to imagine, how you best imagine, is that you are rubbing your eyes. Close your eyes and rub them. Just getting all the foggy and gunk off of your eyes. And when you open your eyes, you will be able to see clearly or feel clearly how best it happens for you. You will see and be in that life where you did spiritual work, and it will be gentle, and we will look at it with zero expectations, with a playful energy, because this is all fun. At the count of three, you will be able to open up and know what needs to be known and see what needs to be seen. One, two, three. What do you see?
Mm, I feel more relaxed now. Like I'm not straining anymore. But okay, let me just take a minute and see if there's anything.
Okay, I'm just going to need you to speak up some so that we can hear you clearly.
Um, I don't I don't feel anything. It's just floating.
Okay, okay, okay. So if we're still floating, we're still relaxed, everything is still fine. We are still just enjoying this gift of relaxation and just curious about what may happen next. As you continue to move through this barrier, gently moving through, just being guided to where you need to be, as if a string was helping and pulling you. Just a gentle tug in your heart center. If you change directions, it's okay. But it's just you are floating and you don't have to do anything at all, but just allow this gentle tug just pull you in the right direction to the life that you need to see today. A life you need to see just to gain better understanding of where you need to be. Just a life so you have a better understanding of the issues you need to uncover. Just a life that can be shown of how it connects to this life. You are being tugged through barriers, through different realms, space and time, gently pulled until you are finally there, finally where you need to be. And you are there now. What do you see?
Mm, okay, I'm just gonna go with this. The first I got like a word. It was cocktail.
Okay.
I feel like maybe there's a party here. There's like
Oh, okay.
cocktail tables. And everyone's dressed up.
Okay. How are they dressed?
Mm, it's just I can't feel the details, but it's just everyone's fancy.
Okay. Okay.
It's
And
like
what
the
about?
energy of the room is like everyone's, you know, full.
Okay. Okay. Do you get a sense of if you know these people?
I feel like comfortable, like I'm walking through the room.
Okay. Okay.
I don't necessarily know all of them, but
You're comfortable there.
mm,
Okay. Do you know what kind of event this is? Is it a celebration or just a party?
I feel more like a party.
Okay. Are you dressed up as well?
It feels that way.
Okay. Do you get a sense if you're a male or a female?
I was just trying to think about that. It's like not sure. First, it felt more female, and then now it's more male. So I think it's more male.
Okay. 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 Just ground yourself to this party and see if you could find someone that you know really well.
There's like an outdoor area. Sorry, I know you told me to do that, but I'm just, as I'm
No,
feeling
it's
things, I'm
fine.
gonna say them. There's like an outdoor area. So it's this like
Mhm.
indoor outdoor thing. There's like a huge water fountain
Oh, okay.
that I'm like moving towards.
Okay. Go towards that water fountain.
Mm,
What's at this water fountain that has drawn your attention?
I don't know. I just felt like going there, but now that I'm there, I just everything kind of stopped. Like I'm just standing there.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
less crowded out here. Like
Okay.
I can see the glass doors that I just came through.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just like a few people around. No one's standing right next to me. I'm alone. But I just chose to stand here. Kind of with my back to the fountain, just holding my drink.
Okay, and just watching the party unfold.
Yeah.
Did you go there to meet anyone, or did you just go there just to get fresh air and just some space to yourself?
I feel like it's more like the second one.
Okay, just some space for yourself.
Yeah, like I'm taking it all in. Like I'm just looking around. Maybe I don't know if it's my party or if I arranged it,
Okay,
but
I
I'm
was
like
just about
taking
to ask you
like
because it
yeah,
sounds like it's your party.
yeah, I'm like taking some sort of ownership from it. Like either I own this place or the part if yeah, more like I own this place and there's an event here.
Okay. Oh, you own the building?
Something like that.
Okay. Is this your place of residence?
I don't think so. No, it feels more formal than that. Like it's yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you know what your name is?
Hmm. Hmm. Like people are passing by and like saying hi, and I'm like saying hi to them, but no one's coming over to me, and it's like there's a silent knowing, like they, I don't know, it's like everybody, they're not afraid of me, but like they understand that I came out here to be alone.
Okay. Respect.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
So like
you,
they're saying hi and then like moving along, and I'm just standing there, like kind of smiling.
okay. Okay. I want you to look around and see if you have a mate in the vicinity.
Interesting, because my me self wants there to be one, but I don't think there is. But I feel very content. Like it's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone close to you that you feel really closely and deeply connected to at this
Mm.
party?
I don't want to say no, but there's no one around me. So it's possible, just not right here.
Okay.
So far, I'm not feeling it's like I'm in a way, I don't want to use the word superior because that's, but it's like I'm not like these people, I'm friendly and kind towards them, but there's a distance there between me and them.
Okay. And why is there distance?
I don't know, it feels like a professional distance, but it's like for some reason, um, I don't know what it is. It's just like, yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm close to anyone here.
Okay. But you said that doesn't make you sad. It just makes you confused.
No. Yeah, it's like that's not what my role is here.
Okay. 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 We are going to move and we are going to move to your place of residence. At the count of three, you will be standing in front of your place of residence. One, two, three. What do you see?
Like I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. So I think that it's big and very chic looking. There's like a fireplace, a lot of marble,
Mm,
but very not ornate, very, very clean looking.
okay. Okay.
Like a huge couch,
Okay.
almost like dug into the floor, maybe something like that.
Okay. So this place of residence, is it one story, two story? What color is it? The outside.
Oh, I'm already inside. Like when I said place of residence, and all of a sudden I was
Oh,
inside.
okay. So
Let me
we're
quickly,
inside. No,
yeah.
it's fine. You what
Okay.
so we can do this like you would get a sense that there's an upstairs or downstairs or just one floor.
Well, I'm definitely high up. Like when I go outside, I can see over and
Okay.
down. So maybe I'm in a building,
Okay.
because I'm somewhat high up. And
Okay.
the
Are you looking out a window now?
Yeah, like there's a lot of glass, the whole like wrapped around the whole side,
Oh.
the corner of the house.
And when you look outside, what do you see?
There's some buildings. Um, I can't make out any details. It's just,
Okay.
yeah,
Is it a residential area or is it like a metropolitan area that you're looking at?
more metropolitan.
Okay.
That's what,
And where is this place?
hmm,
What country?
I'm not sure. Like Chicago came to my mind, but then
Okay,
I'm not sure.
that's fine. We're just gonna go with it.
Okay.
We're just having fun and just going with it. No expectations. So Chicago. Okay. Does anyone live here with you?
Let me see. There's people here, but they're more like they work here. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think so. Or I'm not aware of anyone right now.
Okay. That's fine. I want you to find yourself in front of a floor length mirror. You find yourself there now. What do you see? What do you look like?
Hmm. I don't think that worked. Like I can feel that there's a mirror, but I can't see the detail. No.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's just a feeling. So you can look at the mirror, but just get a feeling of what you think you may look like.
I'm like wearing a suit,
Okay.
tall and broad. young, like maybe 30s,
Okay.
early 30s, maybe late 20s, something like
Okay.
that. And hmm,
And what is your name?
there's a letter A came to mind, but that's all about. My skin, I think I have dark skin tone, like Middle Eastern
Okay.
type,
Okay.
like I have an accent, I think.
Where are you from originally?
Mm, I think maybe India. I don't
Okay.
know. That's just I know it's just popping in. I don't know if that's
Okay. Let's try for your name again. You remember your name. It was just forgotten for a long time, but now you remember, and it's the first thing that comes to your mind. And if you can't pronounce it, it's okay to spell it because names are hard to pronounce sometimes.
I can feel the the flow of the name without knowing all the
Okay.
it's like I'm gonna say something, but it's not the right name, like Asavana. Like there's like a
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. I know sometimes those names get hard, so we're going to
Mhm.
give ourselves grace
Okay.
about that. Okay. That's good. Okay. What year is it? You know that as well. It comes to you easily.
Mhm. I don't know.
Just the first year that pops in your mind, even if it doesn't make sense to you
Yeah, so the
at
first
all.
thing that popped in was somewhere like the years 2000, but I don't know how that works.
Oh, that's easy because time flows differently.
Okay.
Things are strange. The world is magical.
Mm,
So just 2000 or 2000 and something else.
maybe something else, but it's like around the 2000 point. That's what it feels
Okay.
like
Oh,
early 2000.
okay. We don't have to try to make sense of anything right now. We can try to make sense of it later if we want to, when we're woke.
Mm.
But right now it's just we're just in a receiving energy and we're just letting it flow. Okay, so at the count of three, now that we have a sense of who we are, we're going to move to an important day of this life. Just an important day, no expectations about what day that may be. One, two, three. You are there now. What are you experiencing?
Mm. Mm. Then nothing came.
Okay, we're just going to relax. And just whatever comes forward, we're just going to welcome it. Any important day of this life.
Hold on. I think I have to go to the bathroom and I think that might be blocking me and
Okay.
I'd rather
Okay.
go now than later.
Yep.
I'm
That's
gonna keep
fine.
my
So
eye mask on, so I'm gonna try to stay like
it's
as
fine.
watchful as.
Don't worry about it. I
Okay,
can count
sorry.
you down. Use the
Okay,
bathroom.
okay. I'll be back in a second. Okay, sorry about that.
No problem. Get yourself back comfortable. Just do the deep breathing exercises again. The 777. Where you breathe in slowly for the count of 7. You hold it for the count of 7. And then you release it for the count of 7. Do that and let me know when you are done. Okay, now that you are comfortable, I want you just to continue to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. With each breath in and out, you sink back deeper, deeper to where we were before. Just so deep and comfortable and relaxing. No worries or concerns. As you sink deeper and deeper, you become more and more relaxed. You're back into your relaxed state of mind. Just traveling back into the scene you were just exploring. And now, if you will, I want you to imagine the air, the space right above your heart, begins to shimmer and shift and sparkle. And you begin to see something appearing right above you, just right there in the air, an opening to another space. It may feel a bit like a tunnel. And as you watch it, And as you feel it, you wonder. You wonder where this will lead you. And you know exactly where it will lead you. And you begin to feel your body and soul smile. And you know that what you see and feel before you is a living consciousness portal, a sacred gateway, and your spirit begins to lightly rise up and away from your human form, and the essence of you moves towards the light. Through this portal of light, you are now traveling back into the spirit realm. On the count of 3, you will be present back in the spirit realm. 1, allowing yourself just to breathe. 2, traveling through time and space. 3, you are now present back in the spirit realm. You are now back at the scene we were before. You are now back in the life we were before. Tell me what you see.
I'm back in the house. Like I was standing at that mirror. I can still feel that.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so from here, at the count of 3, you will be at an important day of this life. 1, 2, 3. You are now there. What do you see?
Hmm. Sure, exactly. It was like this moment. I'm trying to figure out what it was. Where like everything like whooshed past me. Like I don't know. There was a lot of people suddenly and then they were gone.
Okay. Are you still in that space?
And it feels very different. I don't know if it's the same building, but I seem to be in a building.
Okay.
I'm like looking down. This feels more like an office building. And I'm
Okay.
looking down and like, I don't know what it was. It was like something was happening down there in the street, and I'm just standing there, kind of like, what just happened?
Mm. So you're looking down at the street.
Yeah.
And what brought your attention to look down at the street? What were you doing right before that?
Sure. Hmm. I don't know.
Was there commotion or noise, or you were just
Mm,
curious about outside?
and maybe noise. Maybe
Okay.
I'm not sure, but that feels the most true.
Okay. Okay. And why is this an important day?
Hmm. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Let us now move forward to a scene or an event or a day that most connects to the life that you are currently living, or a scene that we are meant to see to provide insight as to why we're viewing this life. And you are there now. What do you see?
Hmm. It's not that there's nothing here. I don't, I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm there anymore. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. That's
It's like something's happening, but I can't access it. Like,
okay.
I don't know if I'm not alive anymore or something, but it's like,
Okay. We're not going to stress
mm,
and worry about it. What I want you to do when I count to three, you will be on the last day of this current life that you're viewing. You will be there about to take the last breath of this life that you are viewing. We can see it because we know that we are safe and we are just watching with no judgment and just viewing. One, two, three. What do you see?
it's like that's the same. I'm in the same place before. It's just like almost like happened so fast, like so unexpected. Like 1 second I was there, and then the next second I'm like floating. And I don't
Mm.
know what happened.
Okay, so let's see if we can back up and slow it down a little. So we're at the event right before this person is no longer living.
Feels almost like a car ran into me. I don't know. That's
Oh,
the closest I can get. Like it's something from behind me,
okay.
and then 1 second I'm just like completely oblivious to like any danger, and then the next second I'm not there anymore.
Okay. And how old are you at
Huh.
this point in time?
I feel like similar age, maybe a few years older. So
Okay.
maybe I got like maybe 40.
Okay. 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 So suddenly you're not there anymore and the
Yeah.
spirit is out of the body. What is the soul doing?
It's interesting. It's like I'm shocked, but I'm also not scared. It's like, oh, that was not in the plan,
Mm.
in my human plan.
Okay.
So I'm like just but then I'm also like, okay, I guess that's what happened.
Okay. So do you stay a while and watch the body or do you begin to leave?
Right now it seems like I'm just looking down on it and just like, yeah, I'm still there.
So
So
what
now,
is
yeah, now it feels like I'm floating away a little.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll just let it float
Mhm.
away and you let me know where you go when you float away.
Hmm. It's just like floating away. It's like getting smaller and smaller, and now it's going away. And I'm just like Feels like I'm like almost like in space, just
Okay. Okay. So what you're
watching.
going to do now is you're going to allow the soul to go wherever it's supposed to go after a life has ended. You are there now. What do you see?
Hmm. I don't see anything or feel anything.
Okay.
Mm.
And that's okay too. Sometimes after life, they just want to be quiet and
Yeah,
just enjoy the nothingness for a little bit.
yeah, that's what it feels like.
Okay.
I'm like just resting.
Yeah, and that's okay. What we're going to do now, when I count to three, you will be in a room sitting at a table in front of your council of elders. 1, 2, 3. You are there now. What do you see?
Mm. I don't like I feel it's like I created the room. Like it's
Hmm, but yeah,
uh,
because I asked you to. That's
yeah.
fine.
So there's a table, there's chairs, and it's like not real table and chairs, but just for like
For this
energetic
session.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all. Like maybe there's people sitting there, but I can't make anybody out or
Okay. And that happens sometimes. If I ask you to see their face, what would you say? Can you see their face?
Mm. Interesting. It's like I feel a little impatient. It's
Mm.
like in that life that I just left, I was very po posed, poised. And
Okay.
like now, I'm a little bit like maybe I feel like I was called to this meeting and I don't want to be here
Okay.
or something like that.
Okay, go ahead. Does one energy feel stronger than another, or do they all feel the same?
Like they're not the same, but I
Okay.
don't feel like one's stronger than the other. They're all kind of like they get it and they're also like, yeah, we know this is just your process. Like
Yeah.
you have to just wait it out. You'll get to the other side of it soon.
Okay. Okay.
They like know that I'm impatient and I know that they know that I'm impatient and we're all just like, okay, let's just wait till the like till I accept the fact that like I need to be here and then we can start the meeting.
Okay. Okay.
It feels like
Ask them what was the purpose of the life you just saw or you just led.
I feel like the answer that's coming is like it's very different than the life that I have now, like in the sense like I was very successful at a young age and very like I knew exactly what I wanted to accomplish and I accomplished it and it was very simple in that way. Like there wasn't anything complicated.
Okay.
And then just one day, bam, like that was not in the plan. And
Oh,
the
you
death,
dying wasn't in the plan so early?
yeah. And
Mm.
well, in my human plan.
Oh, okay, okay.
And how like somehow like maybe now this life that I'm living, like it's in a way messy that there's just like so much and it's like so many different directions that I went in this way and that way, but the end is like also the opposite. Like it's all the end all comes together and it's done and there's no like not only is there no shock at the end, but like everything falls into place.
Okay, okay.
It's like a reverse life, basically, for me to see it from the other perspective.
Okay, okay. Are you fulfilling your purpose? Did you fulfill your purpose in that life? And how does that tie into this life?
Mm. I don't, did I fulfill my purpose in that life? Well, I don't know. It's like, and maybe that's where my impatience is coming from. It's really interesting because my soul self is like, what was the point of that lifetime?
Mhm.
And then maybe the elders are saying because you need it for like one of the I don't know if this is
It's
just
okay.
me,
We're gonna
but
go with it.
yeah, it's like maybe one of the purposes of that lifetime is for me in this lifetime to have this perspective. And sometimes that may not be the only reason, but that's the reason that they're giving me now. So it's like my soul self is like, okay, but that's like a long life just to have perspective at the end of it for another lifetime. Like, and, but that's kind of just what they're telling me.
Okay, okay. Do they have any advice for you before you continue on your human experience journey?
It's just the same advice that I've been getting over and over, but um, basically carry on, you know what you're doing, trust yourself, trust the process.
Okay,
And they're like the reason that you're getting that message through all the different sources is because that's the message you need.
I agree. That's the message. Okay, thank them for their time and their wisdom and their words and for coming to us.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to move forward from this space, letting your council of elders recede back to where they belong. At the count of three, you're going to be with your spirit guides. You're going to meet them wherever it's most comfortable for you and for them to meet. One, two, three. You are now with your spirit guides. What do you see?
I don't see you, but I feel very, I don't know if I can feel, maybe I can feel their presence. I feel very um big. I don't, it's a weird way to explain it, but like it's like my energy is very expanded,
Okay.
if that makes any sense. And like in a way, the spirit guides are like, I don't know. The first, as we got here, the first thing was like very warm, very
Mm.
like welcoming, reminding me that they're always here, that kind
Oh,
of
that's
feeling.
nice.
Yeah, really nice and really comforting. But now it's like I'm not there with the, it was just like for a flash, and then I don't know if I'm at source or it just feels like huge. Like I can't even reach the ends of where my being begins and ends.
Okay.
It's like really big.
Now, do you feel any of your spirit guides still around you?
No, it was like they were there for a flash, and then all of a sudden I just like exploded almost. Like not
Oh,
exploded,
okay.
but just like got really big,
Expanded.
expanded. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So what we're going to do now is at the count of three, you will be in the presence of Source. However that presents to you, you will be there and you know how to get to Source because Source lives in you. And you just allow yourself to be called home, home to Source. One, two, three. You are there now. What do you see or what do you feel?
Yeah, same feeling I was having before. It's like I can tell that I'm not fully, it's like it feels so big that I'm part of it, but
Mm.
I know that I'm separate, but I can't feel the separateness so much. It's
Okay.
like I feel more connected than I can feel separateness.
Oh, that must be a nice feeling.
Yeah, it's
To
really
feel
awesome.
a part of something so big.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Mm. Okay, sink into that. Okay. Ask Source if we can ask questions.
I'm getting like the same answer. Like you can always ask, but like don't have expectations on how the answers are gonna come through or not come through, and don't get stuck on that.
Okay, that's very sound advice. Tell Source, thank you for that. Okay, so I will ask the questions. Source will hear me just fine. What your job is to do is just to relay the answer from Source to me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Sarah wants to know, what did the spirit guides mean when they said that she could have made a life with Steph?
Mm, I don't. It's like source. when you started asking the question, or before when I was before, it's like there's a problem with the way when the question is posed, it's like there's an expected way that there will be a response, and that is blocking
Mm,
actual response.
okay.
So it's like, I don't
You
know.
can re-ask the question of how you think source would prefer the question to be asked.
No, it's more of an issue within me. It's like my expectation for getting the answer is blocking the answer somehow. I don't know.
Okay.
Um, uh,
So we can make we can't make the hard promises, but you can because we are who we are, but you can try to be open to whatever answer comes.
mhm. Yeah, but
Doesn't mean that you have to accept it. It just means you just want to hear the answer and be able to make a decision based off of that answer of what to do next. But you want the truth and you accept the truth of the answer. But that's only if you can accept the truth of the answer. So if you want to ask the question again, you feel free to ask it, or if you want me to move on to the next question, I can. The choice is yours.
okay, I'm gonna try it again. I'm just gonna take a minute and do what you just said,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna ask. Okay, can you ask the same question again?
Okay. Sarah wants to know if she could have made a life with Steph.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Mhm.
So it's coming as like everything is about choices, and what she's asking about is from the human perspective, if there's a possibility for her to be happy, and happiness is a choice,
Mm.
and it would be a life of struggle, but also of happiness if she so chooses.
Okay. Okay. Steph, thank you for that. Sarah is wondering about her choice not to move. How is this in the best interest of her children?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it again.
Mm.
like saying she's already been told that this is and will be in the best interest of her children, even if it seems hard.
Okay.
It's what is best. It's just temporarily hard. She can't see the future, and that's what is the struggle right now. That she just needs to let go and trust that it will all work out.
Thank you for that. Sarah would like to know if you have any advice on the meeting regarding Heshi getting back his rabbinical position.
Speak your truth and your truth only. Everything else is not about you, and everything else will fall into place the way it needs to fall into place. Your only job is to speak your truth.
Thank you for that. Sarah wants to know if she should be looking into growth hormones for her son, Nassim, and will they be beneficial or harmful to him?
It's not that there is harm in the growth hormones.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. It was like a weird, it was interesting message. I don't know how much of it is.
Okay. You can ask for clarification. And
Yeah.
source, please provide clarification regarding that answer.
I don't feel like there's anything coming right now.
Okay. Sarah would like to know, according to current Jewish law, is channeling past loved ones allowed?
The word stigma is coming through. It's more about stigma
Okay.
and unknowledgeable, but not about Jewish law. I don't
Okay.
know if the last part I just added, but the stigma was there.
So maybe that it's not against Jewish law, but there's more of a stigma associated with it in the Jewish community?
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
The message.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. Sarah wants to know, can her hypnosis business bring in a full income, Or should she be doing something else on the side?
The only word the feeling that's coming through is like trust. Trust that it will be okay. So,
Okay.
like the reason that the question is even there is because there's a lack of trust. Well, there's not a lack of trust, but it's like I don't know. It's like a questioning on if there's too much trust, and she needs to just trust that she's trusting
Okay.
correctly, basically.
Okay. Is there anything that she should add to her current plans to advertise the business?
I don't think I'm getting anything.
Okay. Okay. Does Source have any parting advice for Sarah?
Just remember not to downplay all of the work that you are doing.
Thank you. That's good advice. Does Source have any advice for me before we leave?
Yeah, I don't know if this was, but I don't know how much of this was coming from my mind, but I was like the word special came through, but I was thinking that before that like you're a very talented special
Mhm.
practitioner. So I don't know if that was came from me or from
That's fine. Either
source,
way,
but it was
I
a
love it.
compliment.
Either way, I love it. It can come from you or come from Source.
Mhm.
I'm fine with it either way.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to thank Source for providing us some valuable insight today. And before we leave, I just want you just to commit this memory of how Source feels and how connected and oneness you feel just to your chest, to your heart space, and to your belly area. And I just want you to just memorize this so that you know that you can come back to this feeling and be connected with Source in this vastness and this big greatness anytime you want to. and anytime you need to. And now we are receding from this space. And we will soon be going to our higher self. We are allowing the entities from the past lives to recede back to a time and place where they belong, with much love and much thanks for the help and information they've given us today. I would also like to allow Sarah's spirit guides to recede back to a time and space where they belong, with much love and much thanks for the help and information they've given us today. And now, on the count of 3, all of Sarah's consciousness and personality will return fully to her body. 1, 2, 3. And now, with Sarah's consciousness and personality returned fully to her body, I ask for Sarah's higher self to come forward. May I please speak with Sarah's higher self? And we are going to relax and wait on the answer. It may take some time. I may need to ask a few more times, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for coming forward. Do I have permission to ask the higher self questions?
You can always ask.
Thank you for that. Sarah would like to know if she should add to her current plans to advertise her hypnosis business.
She is doing is sufficient. She will be taken care of.
Okay. Is there something more that Sarah should be doing in the short term to bring in income? Sarah would like to know if there is something else she should be doing to bring in short-term income. Is the higher self able to answer that question?
Hmm. I wasn't getting anything.
We'll ask one more time. Is there something more Sarah should be doing in order to bring in short-term income?
What she is doing is okay.
Okay, thank you for that. Has Sarah's stomach recovered from the antibiotics?
No.
What can she do to help recover?
Start taking the probiotics again.
Okay, thank you for that. Can Sarah stop taking the extra vitamins and supplements and only take the prenatal vitamins? Can Sarah stop taking the extra vitamins and supplements and only take the prenatal? Can Sarah stop taking the vitamins and supplements, the extra ones, and only take the prenatal? Can Source please answer that question for Sarah? I mean, the higher self. Can the higher self please answer that question for Sarah? Okay, we will move on from that question. Sarah would like to know, does she need to prepare herself or her children for changes, for the 2025 changes?
Hmm. Maybe I'm getting not at this time. I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you for that. Can the higher self please explain to Sarah why the higher self is not providing Sarah with any new answers to the questions that she is seeking? Why all the answers fall in line with things that she already knows, and why the higher self is not providing her with anything new. Can the higher self please explain to Sarah why she's only being provided answers that she already knows and she's not receiving any new answers from the higher self?
The word that came was block.
Block.
Just that one word was what I was feeling.
And what is being blocked?
Mm. There was a snarky comment in my head, but I don't think it came from the higher self.
It's probably the higher self. So go ahead.
No, no, it was just like hell if I know. But I
Oh,
think that
well,
was my
that's
ego.
it can also be the higher self. It's very snarky-ish.
Mm.
Okay. Is there anything that we can do right now to help unblock? Is there anything we can do in today's session to help Sarah become unblocked? Can the higher self please answer if there's anything that we can do to help Sarah become unblocked in today's session? Can the higher self please answer that question?
There was a word that came to mind before, but it was patience, but I don't know how that
Hmm.
it wasn't about today, but I don't want to block anything. So because it was there, I'm saying it.
Thank you. Well, it might just be telling us that you need to, when you exercise more patience, we can work on that because that was what also came up when you were with your council of elders, that
Mm,
impatience. So that can be something we unpack later.
maybe.
Okay. Our last question for the higher self. Is there any advice the higher self can give Sarah before we leave?
Mm. It was like very, these were the words. It was, you are doing the work, but it was like very, also, I don't know, snarky, but like, you are doing the work. Like, get it into your head. Stop down, like,
Well, you sounds like you are doing the work. Like
yeah.
you are doing all the work and you are doing the work that's needed to just kind of untangle yourself through
Yeah.
this chaos. And
Mhm.
you are doing a good job of it.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you to the higher self for coming and coming forward. We are now releasing the higher self with love. Thank you. Our time here is at an end.